Okay, let's dive into this. Welcome, everyone. Look, if you've been pouring your absolute heart and soul into creating digital products, only to hear, well, deafening crickets when you try to sell them online, you are in the exact right place. Today, we're going to completely transform how you look at digital product sales in this explainer. We are breaking down an absolutely fascinating strategy that takes you completely off that exhausting social media grind and places you right in the middle of targeted, buyer-ready traffic.
Here's our roadmap for today. 1. Vision board to profit. 2. The 4 click triggers. 3. Analyzing high-converting pins. 4. Turning clicks into sales. And finally, 5. Automating your pin creation. All right, kicking things off with Section 1, Vision board to profit. Stop social media burnout.
Let's just address the elephant in the room, right? Social media burnout is incredibly real, especially for beginners who are just trying to build an online business. Traditional social media virality, it's basically a hamster wheel. You're constantly chasing millions of completely empty views. The burnout is ridiculously high, and let's be honest, those views simply don't pay the bills. But Pinterest virality, it is completely different. It's an actual visual search engine. People go there actively looking for solutions, for ideas, and yes, for products. Pinterest virality means generating highly targeted traffic that clicks directly over to your landing page.
So this requires a fundamental mindset shift. You literally have to stop treating Pinterest like a vision board and start turning it into a cash machine. You aren't there just to pin pretty pictures of dream vacations or kitchen remodels anymore. You are there to build a traffic machine that brings eager buyers directly to the exact page where you sell your digital products. But to build that cash machine, well, you need people to actually click.
Which brings us to Section 2, the 4 click triggers. Basically, how to actually get those clicks.
Because getting views on Pinterest is awesome, but getting clicks, that's where the actual money is made. To compel a scroller to stop what they're doing and take action, you need 4 essential triggers. First up, we have clarity. People need to know immediately who this is for and what it actually is. Next is payoff. They want a specific outcome that feels totally worth their time. Like, what do they actually get if they click? Then we have curiosity. This one is massive. You need the user to stop and think, wait, how? And finally, trust and ease. It has to look legitimate, safe, and feel like a completely low-risk click.
Moving right along to Section 3, analyzing high-converting pins. Let's look at some real-world examples.
Okay, let's move beyond theory and actually see this in action. Take a look at this first example focusing on the curiosity trigger. How I made £16,000 selling digital products without social media. I mean, if you're a beginner looking to sell digital products, your immediate thought is, wait a minute, how did she do that? That curiosity is the absolute #1 driver for clicks, and the data completely backs it up. This specific layout brought in over 3,000 impressions and, crucially, 300 clicks in just 30 days. Your compelling headlines and pin copy strategies absolutely must spark this kind of immediate, I-need-to-know reaction.
Next up is the payoff trigger. Imagine seeing a social media content creator's guide. Notice how hyper-specific the promise is here. Batch create a full week of posts in just 5 hours. That is a highly specific, incredibly valuable outcome for any busy entrepreneur. The payoff is ridiculously obvious before they even click. And guess what? This clear promise generated over 4,000 impressions and 200 incredibly targeted clicks.
Now, a super common question from beginners who are trying to build a credible brand is, do I literally have to show my face? Well, you actually have 2 highly effective routes here. The first option is faced pins. Using your face builds a really strong personal brand and adds personality, which is fantastic as you become more established. But your other option is faceless and AI-generated pins. These use AI designs, require absolutely zero on-camera time, and, as the source data showed, one of these faceless pins pulled in a massive 12,000 impressions. Both methods work wonderfully, so just choose the one that fits your comfort zone.
To round out our 4 types of pins, let's talk about clarity and trust. Calling out your exact audience with text like "as a complete beginner" gives them instant clarity. They know right away this is for them. Then we build trust by including phrases like "download for free" and showing a physical mock-up of the digital product. When they can actually see exactly what they're getting, it creates this very safe, low-risk environment, which makes the decision to click incredibly easy.
Okay, so you've optimized everything. The curiosity is off the charts, the trust is built, and your targeted traffic is clicking like crazy. But how do you actually make the money?
Well, let's answer that right now.
Section 4. Turning clicks into sales. The monetization funnel.
Remember, Pinterest is really just your traffic source. The actual monetization, that happens completely off the platform in this exact step-by-step journey, your back-end sales funnel. Step 1, the user clicks your highly optimized pin. Step 2, they land on a blog post or a landing page that offers a freebie, something of real immediate value. Step 3, to get that freebie, they join your email list. And finally, Step 4, once they are safely in your ecosystem, you present them with a digital product upsell.
So what's the real strategy behind this? Can you link a pin directly to a sales page? Sure, yes. But the source material heavily emphasizes that linking free content to an email list is just significantly more profitable long-term. Freebies capture the audience. Your emails are what actually nurture that relationship and convert those people into buyers. And offering a low-ticket upsell right away, like a $3.99 content bundle, builds immediate buyer trust and offsets your time instantly. Seriously, email truly is king here.
All right, our final section, Section 5, automating your pin creation. Let's get your weekends back. If you're sitting there worried that designing all these pins is going to take hours every single day, I have some really great news for you. 2, that is the exact number of hours it takes to outline a weekly schedule for designing and publishing your pins. You don't need to be posting manually every single day. You can just sit down on a Saturday or Sunday morning for exactly 2 hours and batch create an entire week's worth of these highly optimized pins. So how is that 2-hour weekly schedule even possible? Well, the secret is using AI marketing tools, like the mentioned Pin Perfection, to completely streamline the entire process. I mean, these tools can literally auto-generate your pin text, your compelling headlines, and your keyword-rich descriptions. Combine that AI power with proven, recurring visual templates, and you completely eliminate the guesswork. You literally never have to stare at a blank screen again. Once you automate this creation process, your next step is just implementing a 90-day growth plan. Stay consistent so your content gets discovered day after day by the Pinterest algorithm.
Which brings us to this final, pretty provocative thought. If you completely stopped burning out chasing millions of empty, meaningless views on social media today, how much could a few hundred highly targeted, buyer-ready clicks change your digital product business tomorrow? Really think about that mindset shift. Start implementing these 4 click triggers and turn your Pinterest presence into a true cash machine. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer. I really hope this completely changes the game for your business.